Hey everybody, welcome to the real United States, and welcome again to the 2016 National Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C. Now, for this truly opening episode, what I wanted to do is I wanted to come down here in front of this beautiful Japanese stone lantern. Now this lantern, which is about 8.5 foot high and weighs about 4,000 pounds, was actually carved as a pear in 1651. Now in 1954, it was given by the governor of Tokyo, the mayor, to the people of the United States here in Washington, given specifically to Washington, D.C., to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the very first treaty between those two nations. Now, to this day, since 1954, every year, this lantern is lit once a year during the ceremonies for the opening of the Cherry Blossom Festival. Now here in a week or so, they'll set up scaffolding around this. There'll be bleachers here and stuff. It'll be a big gathering where the American and the Japanese cherry blossom princesses will come together, and they will commemorate this friendship between our nations. At that time is when the lantern is lit, and they both give speeches. It's very nice. Last year we covered some of it. You may want to go back and look for those. I'll put a link in the description section down below to last year's episode about the ceremony. But this, like I say, is a 4-century-old lantern that has stood here, well, for the last half-century plus, and is only lit once a year. So it's kind of a big deal when they have the ceremony to go ahead and light it, and it's a very nice time. Now the blossoms are starting to come out pretty good. They're not at peak bloom yet, but over the next few days here, the blossoms will really start to come out. And you can see up behind here the beautiful Yoshino cherry blossoms. That's the species of cherry that we have predominantly here around the tidal basin in Washington, D.C. And these, of course, some of them original, some of them descendants of the trees that were given to us by the nation of Japan in 1912. So I just wanted to bring you down here and tell you about this one very special, significant feature of the Cherry Blossom Festival. And I'm going to go stand next to it for just a second, show you just as soon as somebody gets done taking a photo. That is a sizable piece of stone. Again, it weighs about 2 tons. And it's still in perfect repair after all these centuries. So I'd like to thank you for joining us here on the Real United States. I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to the 2016 National Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C. Hey, if you haven't already, I encourage you to pick subscribe and come along for the adventure. We love having everybody with us. You got questions or comments? Leave them in the comments section below. I love hearing from all of you. And as always, thank you for watching.